G'day, Big Bodsta here, and today we're checking out once again the P90 because I still think it is one of the best guns in BattleBit Remastered, and I see a high demand of people still wanting to know what gun is the best gun in the game, where I still think there is a few, but the P90 for me is one of the go-to weapons. Now, with that said, we're going to be taking this video a little bit differently. I'm actually watching my gameplay live in feedback. So, I can pause the video, point out anything. I'm going to be critiquing my own gameplay and showing you guys what to and what not to do and how to get a high kill game. That has also been a popular request lately, is just to how the hell do you guys actually get a decent amount of kills? And hopefully I can shed some insight into my above average gameplay. So let's resume the video, and yeah, I'll be stopping and starting and cutting in to and froming throughout the whole video. So this was at the start, or this was near the start of the game. As you can see, I'm getting a fair few kills here, going on a bit of a flank. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I just got a bit of a spree, so now time to lean forward and kick it into gear. So the P90, I picked this weapon because of the map. This map is one of the more smaller maps, very close range engagements. As you can see, there's a shitload of dudes, and I shit my pants and die. Unfortunately. Let's see if I could have done anything better there. We picked this guy off, that's fine. So right now I should be aiming at this dude because he's the one looking at me, everyone else is looking away. Which I do, I turn on to him, I land a few shots, but yeah, wasn't quick enough. So spawning straight back in on a teammate, knowing where those guys were, just throwing nades in, trying to get a cheeky nade kill. I get 2 hit markers, unfortunately. And we die again. But one thing I'll point out, after I bandage and carelessly vault over the wall, first thing I do, I see 1, 2 guys, so I know I'm gonna die immediately. So what do? Try and go to the cover and prone and make myself as small as possible. But they both died. I end up dying anyway, but yeah. Luckily, we have a good spawn point to jump straight back in and still go for that spot. We whip out the C4 because our gun didn't work. We whiff a few. We get 1. And then we... yeah, then we pull out the P90. Now, if you're going for the highest score in the game, kills still matter a lot, but capping points really does give a lot of XP. So you really want to prioritize moving around the map as much as you can and cap those points if you are going for the top of the scoreboard. So right now there's not much happening. You'll see me do this a lot. We'll talk about this now at the top of the video, is your map. So right now nothing's happening really, not finding any enemies. So what do? I pull out my map just by hitting M. This is your information. All of this will lead to more kills. So right now, what can we see? We see a decent line of allies here, which means enemies are going to be allocated? Enemies are going to be around this area, and as we can see a few on the mini-map, it's pretty much a triangle of allies at the moment. You can see the front line here, and then a line going across here because we have no one here. So I'm expecting enemies all around this area, so when I come around this corner, I'm expecting possible enemies as well as, but I know they're still going to be in that same spot where I was at the start of the map. All that absorbed in a second, 2 seconds, just by looking at your map while you're on the move and nothing's happening. So me talking out of my ass, I clearly didn't think of the enemies being over this direction because as you can see, we push up, I see all my allies in front of me, but that flank that I talked about on the south side was the problem. That's how I died here, so you need to be taking in that information a little bit better and not die in this situation here. No idea where that guy was, but... oh, that's a spray and a half, but it still worked. We still got 2 kills. That's the best thing about this weapon, and why I think it's so good is because you just have so much ammo, it doesn't matter if you suck at aiming. You just hold down that trigger, baby, or your mouse, and just spray. Now we just want to spawn straight back into the action as fast as we can. Lean around the corner, pick up a few more. turn the corner and there's a bunch of guys. I didn't expect that, but we did pick off and get a 4-piece, which is pretty nice. We spawn back in and now we just want to hug the cover to our left. We don't want to run out in the open. We do get tagged by a sniper. I have to bandage straight away, just take cover. Hear the footsteps right there. We heard footsteps, so I just built a barricade really quick. And instead of going through, we're going up and around, which pays off. We get a triple. Instead of reloading, I pull out the C4, do some bunny hops, and I think we only pick up the extra one, but that's not too bad. So what do? Run it back. Try and spawn the guy a little bit closer, but still we have to do the gauntlet. This is where it's counterintuitive of getting high kills, is healing your teammates which aren't even in your squad, but you know, I felt like being a good boy. But if you are going for top kills, highest kill gameplay, you're not supposed to do that, but you know me, I'm a giver. So I know these guys are below me, so I start spamming C4. I do get downed, but teammate picks me up. Didn't get him on the second try, maybe the third. I've only got one left. Said we just go back to the P90, pick those guys up, which down me. And we peek over. And yeah, probably should have reloaded before jumping across. So, spawn, run it back, throw some nades. Every time that you are near combat, you can't see guys, but you know kind of where they are, throw a grenade. Just throw your grenades. Pick off that guy in range, which is pretty neat. Jump down. Whoop. Sneaky little grenade in there, get some hit markers. I tried pulling out the C4 and being nasty, but probably should just slowed down a little bit there. Probably feeling myself a little bit too much. I just spawned in and was getting shot here. There's not much you can do but run away. So right here actually is a really good tip. So I spawn in, start getting shot. So I'm like, okay, back off, heal, and then look. Right now, I am in amongst it. There are too many friendlies around me. If you are seeing this many people on your team, probably not going to see that many enemies, which is not what you want for high kill games. And also, don't follow the pack, because if you're following all these teammates, they're the ones going to be getting the kills, not you. So what you need to do is find another route. And that's what I do. I'm like, okay, I'll go up. Now, if we look at this, we've got a handful of teammates on my left-hand side, and they're not doing much. We have a sniper looking in the direction of where the enemies are, but these other two are not doing much. Compared to down here and down to the right where we just were, where there's heaps of teammates. So you see guys up here, throw some nades in. Actually score a triple, I think. So now I know they're going to be healing and rezzing, so that's when you want to push in, and that's what I do. And now we have a really good spot on enemies, because they had teammates up here, they're not expecting a flank. So I did pick up a few more before getting hit. That's where I need to start shooting at the priority target.
Spit! There's a lot of people.
Thanks, brother. And in that case, there, I didn't want to respawn because I knew this was a really good spot to be in. So I just cried out to my teammate and he got me. And of course, most of the enemies weren't looking at us, but of course there's a M110 user. So we duck down and pick him off instead. Now there's still snipers and shit looking at us, so we have to play this pretty smart. Build a barricade, but yeah, we just get domed. So we spawn in, we know where bullets are coming from, throwing nades. Don't get anything on either of them, but we do see the guys and just spray like hell. Not the best aim, but we try again. Okay, we get a second. We got smoked out. Whoa. Just chilling out a bit because I've died so many times in a row. Pick up a nice double just by spraying. We were getting shot in the feet, so I thought, okay, best try and move, but it didn't work out. But we know where they are, so we're coming back. Once again, throwing nades. Instead of dying there without a kill, we got a trade, so we went 1 for 1, which is fine. One of the strats that a lot of pros will do a lot more than what I do in this gameplay. So I die, I respawn, I see that all my squad mates are in combat and they're not getting out of combat, and the only person I can spawn on is right at the back. And my team wiped there pretty much. So I'm like, oh, I don't really want to spawn at the back, so you quit out of your squad, join a new one, and you're straight back in instead of running into the combat. Now I do get downed, but this is the point where I check how many deaths in a row I get. Once again, a lot of teammates, so this is where I do not want to be. I need to leave. This is my main thought. So we're dipping out from that spot and see if we can push up. See a lot of teammates below me, so I assume there might be enemies up there again. And we get downed by a sniper. So we're going back to where we think a lot of enemies are. Once again, nades, and oh, would you look at that? I think I just made up for all of those deaths which I just had. Just by throwing nades where I think the enemies were. Oh. So I was healing myself there, but after I killed that guy, I started shooting the ground. I'm like, oh, there's no enemies left. This is where the P90 comes in clutch. I've sprayed so much without reloading, so I'm like, oh shit, I'm out of ammo. But look, I've still got half a bloody mag left, so I turn the corner, stop my reload, and pick up a nice triple kill. That's why I think the P90... Oh, 4-piece total? That's why I think this gun is so powerful, just because of how many rounds you have. And we pop the heal and get back out. So right here, we're just playing a bit cheeky with the head. Oh, that's really good aim. Here's something that you want to practice in the firing range, which is your hip fire. As you see, I miss all of my shots, so I just pull out a scope and then I start to hit him. So just keep that in mind. Whoop. Try and do some C4 shenanigans. We only get hit markers, so we heal up. Another thing, when I'm healing, after we kill this guy, when I'm healing, what am I doing? I am constantly moving, because if you're a sitting duck, you will way more likely be shot at. Like that guy reviving, he's going to be the target because he's standing still and he's easy to hit. So just try and keep moving if you can. Do a little sneaky. Yeah, this is where most of the kills coming. Another 5-piece, just by being a little sneaky proning snake. Line there. Well, miss a lot of shots. I'm actually running out of ammo, so we put a barricade down and resupply ourselves. Just do a little peek out, grab a double, grab some more ammo. So right now, not doing much and surrounded by teammates, so we need to push up. Managed to pick up 3 or 4 there. Oh, nice. Just some simple tips when you are running out in the open like this. You just want to strafe side to side and jump, because then your head is not staying at the same level, and then as well as you are just very hard to hit jumping around like a spastic like this. So I was running straight, but as soon as I start seeing bullets fly towards me, just jump and don't try to be random, essentially. You don't want to be beelining it like I was at the start. You want to start moving crazy, because if you're crazy, then they can't predict where you're going to be. I don't know how I got 4 there. I only put like enough to kill 1 person. They must have been all really weak. Throw nades, throw nades. I only managed to get 1, which is pretty upsetting. Here dude's all in here, so we blow up the wall. Get a double. But now we've got teammates here taking all our kills, so we need to push forward. Get thrown off with the hip fire mantle, which is something you should practice as well. Is mantling and hip firing at the same time, because it will throw your aim off. Something I need to practice as well. See, not many teammates over this direction, so we'll see if anyone's down here in the little chasm. That's unfortunate there. So I think I did the right thing here. Got 3 enemies all looking the same direction. Start shooting at 1. 1 turns around, but I'm not aiming at him. Start shooting at the other guy, but as soon as I saw this guy turn around, then I started shooting at him because I saw him as the threat. But just so happens the guy on the left has turned around as well because I shot him in the back. Which means we do die. Should have just picked the right target to begin with. But not much you can do in that situation. Apart from hit shots or hit headshots to down them quicker. Hear a lot of sniper fire in the distance. Oh, get shot in the back, so just strafe around all the trees, find cover, and get your bandage off. Now I am in enemy territory. Started getting shot from my left. Ah. Do I get this C4? Yes. Replay this. So I start off, right now I can't really see anyone to my left. I know I'm getting shot from my left, but I saw this big group of guys, so I made that my priority. And we do pick up the quad. Taking some shots from that little nook, just get more nades in. Only hit markers that time, so that means I know they're weak and probably bandaging or they're already dead. Oh, and he's hiding in the corner. So pretty much here, in this situation, I'm in a 1v1, but then that quickly turns into about a 3v1, so that's why I duck down and do not take that engagement. As soon as I saw multiple people started shooting at me, I'm just out of that. I don't want to be a part of that situation. And then you can just do ballsy shit like that, because sometimes they won't expect it, just go up and over. Out of the trench. Paid off for 1 kill, but I did get tagged. So we'll try and go underneath this time. See a lot of teammates just taking cover, not really pushing and doing much. So we need to sprint in and...
A mine.
Yep, there's a mine there, of course. Nice double pickup. I was just seeing the muzzle flash essentially and just spraying in that general direction and then seeing the target. Right now we're in a decent spot. Just trying picking a few more off before getting the last second bandage. Hear someone to my right, so I know someone's coming. do a tactical reload. See a shitload of enemies over there, so I'm just spraying into the abyss. And that's the end of the game. So we do end up with 105 kills. Mainly, most of it just comes to those few short instances where you do get those multi-kills. Taking smarter engagements and looking at your map more often than I do, just looking back, I think I could, look at my map and intake some more information a little bit more. And don't forget to drop your GG at the end of the game. Now, I know this video is very different from anything else I've put out. I know it's not scripted, it's very off the cuff commentary, and just a test, really. I want to know if this kind of works and if I can improve it better. Or I could change from live commentary to finding just good clips where I think I can use it as an example. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Stay tuned because there will be a lot happening very soon with BattleBit Remastered. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and I'll catch you in the next one.
Big Bodsta!